world's about to change. Baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, like that fire, we gonna crank it.
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here? Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. And there's a pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. These are tough decisions here. Offense, 2 words here. Difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late.
Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old Hank. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's the kind of thing, you know, we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know, we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. I wanna sip on private planes. I wanna scream.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Fresh set of downs here. They run again on first down, Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The defensive tackle, Alan Branch, is the one to bring him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in Draft Champions Week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And here the hookup good to Victor Cruz. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Breeze to throw. Finding time. He's going to fight. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On second down, Rivers again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tim Brown, 39 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And, that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
With it is Brown. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we...
Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alan Branch forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, Peterson. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's...
And look at this, it's a fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield,
touchdown, New Orleans! Tim Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And now they're in the hurry-up. Kelly, 3rd and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints just continue to roll. And the lead is now an even 30. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second down, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read.
try to shut us down. We'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score.